Well, at this point, because with the first two Iron Man movies and then Avengers and now doing Iron Man 3, there's obviously the sense of continuity. So I see the same faces, you know, every so often, more often than not. And we're kind of on the same meditation of this story that Stan Lee came up with that was essentially a second-tier superhero. But there's something timely about it, and I think that it wound up being, I don't know, interesting and entertaining to people. I think part of what really made it work was it was tangible, you know, and now legacy, the human beings who make all this tech and moving forward, it's like you can reach out as we go from movie to movie, and you're feeling more and more like you're seeing something that's become part of the collective unconscious. Like in a certain level, this stuff is real, you know, and it's also kind of feasible technologically. So I think that's what made it successful. Is we had a group of talented people, and we did something that kind of bridged a gap between the unfeasibility of most superhero genre movies and the kind of movies like I don't know, a James Bond or a Mission Impossible or whatever that are grounded in things that we think could happen. The nice thing about Tony Stark is that he doesn't even take his own arc that seriously, because he's falls so far from where he was, but he needed to. So I think people relate to that life lessons part of it, you know. The relationship with Pepper is obviously the kind of center of the movie. And contrary to my own designs, it seems like this time I'm much less thinking about, you know, how do I come off and this and that. I'm thinking about the other characters. I'm thinking about all the things. There's kind of a checklist of stuff that we always thought maybe we should do. One of them was we always felt like Tony and Rhodey should be at Neptune's Net, because it's up the road from where Tony lives, and it's a biker bar, and we thought, what if they're two kind of bikers at a bar type deal? So and John and I, and then Shane and I, and even Joss has contributed to this, obviously, is that there was always this kind of Christmas list that we never got to execute because story or time or money or whatever got in the way. And it seems like, without it being convoluted, a lot of those wishes are kind of coming true in Iron Man 3. I was surprised and delighted and obviously very much in favor of him directing this. And as John has moved on into other realms of activity and had his other successes and other experiences, it's interesting to see that now it was Shane and I reaching out to John to kind of remind us of where he was heading the ship to begin with. So, but the great thing about this story is it's dramatic, and it's pretty deep and dark at some points, but it also is very quintessentially Shane Black. I love movies where there are things that you forgot were even set up that pay off. It's like, what's in it for me? I start thinking in those terms for my co-stars, and what is it that keeps this interesting for Gwyneth? And we've addressed that this time, because she has a pretty remarkable arc for a love interest kind of female heroine in this sort of film. So that's probably one of the things I'm most excited about. You know, without giving it away, let's just say she has a pretty incredible arc this time.